There is a statistic that will genuinely bother you. In the United States, the top 1% of earners own more wealth than the entire bottom 90% combined. In the UK, the wealthiest 10% hold almost half of all household wealth. And here is the part that doesn't get talked about. Most of the people building that wealth are not earning more than you. They're simply doing one thing differently. And once you understand what that thing is, your relationship with money changes permanently. That is what this video is about. Most people think wealth is about income. Work harder, earn more, save more. And that logic seems completely reasonable until you look at the data. A survey of lottery winners found that within 5 years, the majority had returned to roughly the same financial position they were in before their win. Not because they were reckless, but because their relationship with money had never changed. The number in their account grew, their thinking didn't. On the other side, studies consistently show that first-generation millionaires, people who built wealth from nothing, share a remarkably similar set of habits. And almost none of those habits are about working longer hours, they're about where money goes after it arrives. Shift 1. Stop selling time, start buying assets. Every pound or dollar you earn through employment is you selling a fixed resource, your time. There are only so many hours in a day, so there is a hard ceiling on how much you can earn this way. Wealthy people understand this early. They take income and convert it into things that produce more income without requiring more of their time. Stocks, index funds, rental property, a business. These are called assets. And the gap between people who buy assets and people who don't is, over a lifetime, almost impossible to close through working alone. Shift 2. Pay yourself first. Most people operate on a simple formula. Earn money, spend money, save whatever is left. The problem is that whatever is left is almost always nothing. Wealthy people reverse this. Money arrives, a fixed percentage immediately goes to investments or savings accounts before a single bill is paid. Not because they have more self-discipline, because they never gave themselves the option to spend it. Automating this process, even at 10% of your income, fundamentally changes your financial trajectory over a decade. Shift 3. Understand compound growth as a physical force, not a concept. £10,000 invested at 30, returning 8% annually, becomes roughly £217,000 by the age of 70. The same £10,000 invested at 40 becomes £100,000. Same money, same return, 10 fewer years. That difference, £117,000, was created by nothing other than time. This is why people who understand compounding obsess over starting early, even with small amounts. The money you invest today is not worth its face value. It is worth every pound it will generate for the rest of your life. Here is the practical reality. You do not need to be wealthy to start doing what wealthy people do. You need 3 things: a small amount of consistent income you can redirect, an account that puts that money to work automatically, and enough patience to leave it alone. The lowest friction starting point for most people is a stocks and shares ISA. In the UK, you can invest up to £20,000 per year completely tax-free. If you're elsewhere in the world, equivalent tax-advantaged accounts exist in almost every country. Roth IRA, as in the US, TFS, as in Canada, and so on. You open one, you set up a monthly direct debit into a low-cost index fund, and you let time do the work. The barrier to this is not money. The average person spends more on subscriptions they've forgotten about than they would need to start investing. The barrier is understanding, and that's exactly why this channel exists. So let's land this. 3 actions in order of priority. 1. Open a tax-advantaged investment account if you don't already have one. 2. Automate a fixed percentage of your income into it. Even 5% changes the game. 3. Choose a low-cost global index fund and stop watching it daily. These 3 steps done consistently do more for most people's financial future than any investment strategy, side hustle, or salary increase alone. If you want somewhere to start, I've linked a few platforms in the description that I've looked into. They cover ISAs, index investing, and getting set up without paying unnecessary fees. Take a look and see what works for your situation. Every week on this channel we break down one concept like this. No jargon, no noise, just the things that actually matter. If you found this useful, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you want a weekly breakdown sent directly to you, including tools, rates, and opportunities I don't always cover here, the newsletter link is in the description. It's free, and it takes about 30 seconds to join. I'll see you in the next one.